It brings back a lot of old memories. And on the other hand, I don't recall how many times, if ever, I walked in and out the front door instead of the various side entrances. Stacy Keach was about 2 years ahead of me here, and so I was aware of him but didn't know him. Adrian Ellis, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Robert Redford, Ted Robbins, Ricardo Rodriguez, Jane Russell, John Singlaub. Vint, Cerf and I met here. We were good friends in high school. John Postel. So we didn't know each other at the time. It was sort of a surprise that we were all in the same high school.
It's going to look mighty different to you.
Some is the same and some is quite different. I remember vividly, there was 440 yards, it was a quarter mile around the track, and so I got dropped off here to come into school. So another vivid memory is he had a big fancy car because it was part of the business, and the muffler was broken on it. And he's a very sedate driver, but he drops me off, he turns the corner, and he accelerates, and the muffler goes, and all of the boys standing out there were smoking, their heads snapped around and looked at who's hot rodding, and then they looked at me and said, him, really? It wasn't nearly as painful as junior high school, but nonetheless, particularly in the first part of high school, you're still struggling with all peer pressures and everything. Being a senior was much better. Well, this is very nice of you. I was your typical math geek here. So I graduated in '61 and I showed up in '58. And to my horror, there was no math club. And I thought this was completely inappropriate. We set up a math club. It was 5 young boys, no girls, unfortunately. And then one of the boys decided that we needed a constitution, and so we set about trying to write a constitution for this group of 5 of us that were trying to have a math club. And we spent the entire year arguing about this constitution for this small math club. We got no math done during the whole year. One of the most important lessons in my life, actually, which is don't sweat the organizational details too much, just get on and get the work done. I got involved with computers, spent way too much of my undergraduate time on computers instead of going to school, instead of going to class. I was on campus. Vint and John and I were all in this little research group. John turned out to have gone here in high school, but I don't know what the reasons were, but we didn't know each other then. But Vint and I made friends quickly right when I arrived, and have remained very good friends throughout our lives. So the first node was at UCLA, and the second node was at SRI, and the third node was at University of California, Santa Barbara, and the fourth node was University of Utah. So these were people just like you, a few years older, who were, had their fingers on everything.
What do you think will be the final straw that will cause IPv6 to?
Yeah, so some things happen with sort of a thunderclap, and some things happen in a kind of extended period of time. And that would be an interesting question to ask the school system administrators. When do you plan to switch to IPv6? Just watch the discomfort if you can ever pin them down. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See ya. Thank you.